Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the greatest rivalries in all of sports. Canada versus USA hockey. This isn't just a game. It's a battle for pride, for bragging rights, and for hockey supremacy. We're counting down the top 10 all-time highlights, and yes, some of those legendary fights with a little extra love for the red and white. So grab your jersey, settle in, and let's get started. Coming in at number 10, let's throw it back to the 2004 World Cup of Hockey. The final, Canada versus USA. It was a tight, gritty game, and with the score tied late, Joe Sakic finds Shane Don, who fires a shot that trickles through the goalie. But wait, it's sitting on the goal line. The arena holds its breath. And then, Joe Thornton, Jumbo Joe himself, crashes the net and pushes it in. Canada takes the lead and holds on to win the cup on home ice in Toronto. The celebration was electric, a perfect start to our list. At number 9, we have to talk about the women's game. The rivalry here is just as fierce, if not more so. We're looking at the 2014 Sochi Olympics gold medal game. Team USA was up 2-0 with less than 4 minutes to go. It looked like it was over. But you can never count out Team Canada. Brianne Jenner gets one back, and then, with the goalie pulled and just 55 seconds on the clock, Marie-Philip Poulin ties it up, sending the game to overtime. And who else but Poulin, Captain Clutch, scores the golden goal. An unbelievable comeback that cemented her legacy and broke American hearts. For number 8, let's get into some of the rough stuff. We're heading to the 1996 World Cup of Hockey. This tournament was physical from start to finish. In the final series, Keith Tkachuk of Team USA lays a massive, questionable hit on Canadian star Paul Kariya. The Canadian bench erupts. Adam Foote, a rock on defense, immediately goes after Tkachuk, dropping the gloves and delivering some heavy-duty justice. It was a statement that Canada would not be pushed around, and it set the tone for a truly brutal series. Number 7 takes us to a moment of pure, unadulterated skill. The 2010 Vancouver Olympics semi-final game. Canada versus USA again, of course. The game is tense, and Canada needs a spark. A young Jonathan Toews, not yet the 3-time Stanley Cup champion captain, picks up the puck, skates through what seems like the entire American team, and scores an absolute beauty of a goal. It was a sign of the incredible talent on that Canadian roster and a key goal on their path to the final. Speaking of the 2010 Olympics, that brings us to number 6. Before the famous final, there was the preliminary round game. And in a stunning turn of events, Team USA, led by the incredible goaltending of Ryan Miller, actually defeated Canada. It was a shock to the entire nation. The loss forced Canada into a qualification playoff game and created a sense of doubt. It was a wake-up call, and honestly, it made the eventual gold medal victory that much sweeter. It showed that the Americans were a serious threat and added an incredible layer of drama to the tournament. Let's crank up the intensity for number 5. We're revisiting the women's rivalry, but this time it's a pre-Olympic exhibition game in 2013. These friendly matches are never friendly. A scrum breaks out in front of the net, and then it happens. A full-on line brawl. Players are paired off, gloves are dropped, and punches are thrown. It was shocking to see in the women's game, but it just proved how deep the passion and animosity run between these two teams. They wanted to send a message, and they certainly did. Coming in at number 4 is a moment of goaltending greatness. The 2002 Salt Lake City Olympics gold medal game. After 50 years without an Olympic gold, the pressure on Team Canada was immense. The game was tight, and Team USA was pressing hard, but standing tall was Martin Brodeur. He was a wall, making save after save, looking calm and collected under fire. His performance allowed Joe Sakic and Jarome Iginla to work their magic at the other end. Brodeur's goaltending was the backbone of that historic victory, finally ending the 50-year drought. For our number 3 spot, We're going way back to the 1991 Canada Cup. The final, Canada versus USA. It was a best T3 series, and Canada was looking to clinch it in Game 2. Dale Horchuk scores an iconic goal late in the game to seal the victory. But the image that sticks with everyone is Wayne Gretzky, the great one, being absolutely mobbed by his teammates in celebration. Seeing Gretzky, the undisputed king of the sport, celebrating a win over the Americans with such pure joy was a defining moment for Canadian hockey fans everywhere. Our runner-up, at number 2, is another moment of absolute clutch performance. Let's go back to the 2014 Sochi Olympics, this time the men's semifinal. It was a defensive masterpiece. The game was scoreless for what felt like an eternity. Then, in the second period, Jamie Benn gets his stick on a perfect pass from Jay Bomester and deflects it past Jonathan. Quick, it was the only goal of the game. Canada's defense, led by Shea, Weber, and Drew Doughty, and the flawless goaltending of Carey Price, shut down the high-powered American offense completely. It was a 1-0 masterclass in tactical hockey. And now, the number 1 Canada-USA hockey moment of all time. Was there ever any doubt? We're in Vancouver, 2010, the gold medal game. The whole country is watching. Sidney Crosby had been relatively quiet all tournament, but legends show up in the biggest moments. The game is tied 2-2 in overtime after Zach Parise's late equalizer for the USA. The tension is unbearable. Then Jerome Iginla gets the puck along the boards, hears a yell, and makes the pass. Crosby shouts, takes the pass, and in one fluid motion, slides the puck 5-hole on Ryan Miller. The golden goal. The roar in Vancouver could be heard across the country. Sidney Crosby, the kid from Cole Harbour, delivers the most iconic goal in Canadian hockey history on home ice against our biggest rivals. It doesn't get any better than that. That's our list of the top 10 Canada-USA hockey moments. What an incredible rivalry. It's given us heartbreak, triumph, and some of the best hockey the world has ever seen. What are your favorite moments? Did I miss any? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the trip down memory lane, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more hockey content. See you next time.